Hi, so this is just a quick explanation video about our double up leads, also used as crossbody leads or training leads. They have a bit more hardware on them, so just to give a bit of help for anyone that needs using them. Whenever they arrive, I clip them onto the second point, so that will be used just to give you a slightly longer lead or to wrap it around you. I'm working with bump at the minute, so Honey's lead might not quite fit around me the way it did. So your handle end, whenever you select your hardware, you might have selected different for each one, so that would help, or if you selected the same. Handle end, we usually have some sort of little label near the side there, and your first knot, I keep it quite close, so there will be a knot quite close to your handle ends clip, and that just means you have quite a long lead to work with if you want to hold it as a usual lead. You can move that if you want, so you can loosen these knots and slide the O-ring up a bit, just make sure you get it all tightened up again. You can also, if you have a very strong dog or a dog that lunges, you can clip it onto a belt, like a running belt or a harness, so you could even shorten it up a wee bit if you wanted, and then still clip that onto your belt, so you don't have the full length of lead, you'll just have a bit of excess here. So a few different ways to use it. The dog end, which clips onto the dog, will have an O-ring attached just to the knot there, so that will help you figure out which end's which as well. That just means you can completely double it up, so if we're walking along a busy or narrow path, I would have that on the shortest length and just use it as a normal lead. Even if, I don't know, it's very busy and we have Honey out, she'd be a bit of a nightmare, she can be quite reactive sometimes. So I sometimes even would loop it and give myself a handle, and it just means I have a short lead for the day. So that's another way to use it. So the crossbody, I haven't used this in a while because of bump, so second knot along, if you want to make it wider or shorter, you would loosen up, so I'm going to give myself a bit more length here just to wrap around me. So try and keep your O-ring where it is, move that up, just feed it all through. Then we want it to move away from there, give me more length. So just make sure your O-ring is still securely in the knot, and just keep tightening up both sides. You can shimmy it whichever way you need, and then that will wrap around you. So Honey usually does walk along really nicely, doesn't pull or anything, so it can be quite nice just to have your hands free, and then just clip her on. That's you. Or if you want to let your dog off lead, you know, you can wrap it around yourself. So yeah, that's it back to the handle. If you want to move that even slightly shorter, you can, or a bit longer. Some of our thicker ropes might just have, instead of the 8 knot, they'll just have a normal knot, so that'd be a bit easier to slide them down. The dog end, we wouldn't normally offer carabiners for those. No, sorry, you will have a carabiner for your dog end. For your handle end, in case you're using it as crossbody, we wouldn't have the carabiner option, just in case you want to unclip quickly for some reason. They're auto-locking and can be a bit tricky to open very quickly, so just for a safety point of view, that's why they're not an option there. But yes, hopefully that makes a bit more sense for a lot of rope and hardware.